Hola amigos, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma Bennet and I am a contemporary romance author. I also write the occasional children's picture book. I'm joining you from my garden again today. I thought this would be a good idea, but it is starting to rain on me, so I may well move back into the house for at least some of this video. Anyway, apologies that this video is a little late coming. It's the final part in my Facebook for Authors kind of experiment as part of my social media for authors playlist, which I am so enjoying doing and I am learning a huge amount. Now, when it came to Facebook, I guess it wasn't so much as an experiment because I have been using Facebook for a really long time. It was the first social media platform that I went on. So I do know it pretty well and I have got a good following over there. It was more kind of taking a look at what I'm doing, making sure that I'm doing the right things, tidying up my profile and my author page, and deciding really what Facebook was most useful for when it came to me and my writing and getting the word out about my books. So the main thing that I needed to kind of focus on and decide was whether I was going to continue to have both a kind of profile page of me as Emma Bennet and an author page. So basically, there are advantages and disadvantages to both, and I was wondering whether it would just be a lot easier for me to only be having to manage one of these. The decision that I've come to at the end of the month is that I am, at least for the time being, going to keep both of them, and that is because, like I say, they do have different advantages. So what's really good about having an author Facebook page is that you really do have like carte blanche to put stuff about your books on there, and everybody kind of expects that and knows that that's what they're there for. They are following you as an author, they're following your work, so it's absolutely fine for you to, you know, put lots of cover reveals and special offers for your books and anything else, and nobody's going to kind of get annoyed with that. The other thing as an author is that you can, of course, set up adverts from your page, so that can be quite handy as well. I have done that previously and I know that it does work for some authors, but I didn't have the greatest response. I think I definitely made my money back from them, but it wasn't really something that I'm looking into doing again soon. The disadvantage though of having the author page is that because Facebook knows it's a business, they don't show your posts to as many people potentially, although if they are getting a lot of interaction, they do have like the opportunity to get bigger. I don't think they would really become viral necessarily, especially not for kind of the stuff that, you know, us authors are doing, but I suppose there is the potential for that. But I also wanted to keep my actual author profile because it's a little bit more personal. I can share stuff on there more that's not just like selling my books. It's more about the writing process and about my life, and I've got a lot of friends on there who are writers, and it's really nice to be able to keep in touch with them that way. Also, there are quite a few Facebook groups which don't allow pages to join, so if I just kept the page, then I wouldn't be able to join some of those groups. Now, the thing about Facebook as a social media platform is that it is, I think, quite a different audience for authors. I wouldn't say that it's the best platform for authors to be on. If you were only able to be on one platform, if that was all you could handle, all you wanted to do as an author, then I would definitely suggest that you choose Instagram or Twitter, depending on what stage you're at in your writing career, and also who your audience is. The audience on Facebook is typically older, the people who are interacting with authors on there. So if your readership is 50 plus, then maybe Facebook is more the place for you to go. But the one huge advantage that Facebook does have over other social media platforms, and is the reason that I think authors should be on there ideally, is the groups. There are thousands and thousands of awesome groups on Facebook, loads of them for writers and artists and all kinds of creative peeps. And if you just do a little bit of a search around, you can find brilliant information. You can make some great friends. There are groups for all different genres. There are groups for mums who are writing, very young people who are writing, people who are on AuthorTube, lots of groups for readers as well, readers who want to hear about your books and who want like book recommendations and who want to hear about your special offers and things. So that is why, I definitely would be on Facebook if you can be on there. Also, you definitely don't need to post as often on Facebook, I feel, as you do, particularly on Twitter. So that's another good thing about it, I guess, if you don't have very much time or just not the greatest inclination to do a lot. So it's been an interesting month. I've enjoyed kind of thinking about it and looking at my profile. I've updated my profile. I actually had my old publisher as who I was with, so I updated that. Also, the social media manager from my publisher made me a really lovely new what do you call it, a header, I'm wanting to say, a cover picture. We'll go for one of those, the bit at the top. She actually came up with, I think it was 5 of them, and so that was fun because I put a post on Facebook on both my my page and my profile, asking people which one they liked, asking them to vote for it, and everybody liked the pink practically, so that was cool. But what was interesting is that I was getting a lot more interaction on my personal profile than I was on the page, so that's something to bear in mind. Like I say, I think that the page ones, because Facebook knows business, they are a little bit suppressed, so that was kind of cool to see that in action and to bear that in mind. The other thing that I did is I wrote down a lot of my thoughts for you guys, like little hints and things, like exactly the same as I said for Twitter. For example, with your profile picture, you really should, if you're comfortable with it, make sure that it's a picture of you as opposed to of your books or your cats or something like that, because it makes people feel more of a connection with you, and it makes you stand out more. So that is definitely a tip that I will include. But anyway, I've been collecting these tips and things together so that I could do a little document for anybody who is wanting to either start on Facebook or is just kind of wanting to work on their Facebook presence and see if they can get a little bit better on that platform. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have that as a PDF, and I will put a link in the description below to my Facebook page, and it will be available there. There's like a file section that you'll be able to get hold of that PDF for free, to get all kinds of tips and stuff there. So I hope that will be really helpful to you. So I'd like I say, in conclusion, I like Facebook, particularly because of the groups, but I wouldn't say that it's a platform that is as important for authors to be on as Instagram or Twitter in particular. Finally, I just wanted to say that another option with groups is that you can, as an author, have your own group to do with your writing. So this could be especially helpful if you've got particularly a series, I think, that is becoming popular, and you've got real fans of that series who want to discuss your writing and your characters and things like that, and would really enjoy interacting with you quite a lot in that group. It's not something that I've really considered doing. I'm not sure that it would really work for the books that I write, but like I say, particularly if you write a series, I think that that could be quite a good option for you and something to look into. Okay, right, well, I really am getting a bit rained on now, so I am going to get inside and get dry. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that this series is proving helpful to you guys. I've got a fantastic interview coming up on my channel next week where I have interviewed Sasha Oldsberg, who is the social media manager for my publisher Joffy Books. It was a fascinating chat and I learned a huge amount, so make sure that you look out for that. Please like this video if you have enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already to get all sorts of author tips and tricks, especially about social media at the moment. Have an amazing day and I will catch you in the next one.